Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We are here. What is up, Shane? Welcome to the stream. Taikatsu, welcome to the stream. We are here. Let's see. What to do here? What to do? Yo, what up? I'm doing alright, but I'm hella irritated. Because there's some weird shit in my house going on in my house right now. I mean, for the past, like, what, 2 weeks? Because there is a fly, or there was a fly flying around my house, and I just, for the life of me, I could not kill it. My cat also failed to kill it, which it usually does kill, like, bugs pretty quickly. And now, I got home today, and there's like 7 of them flying throughout my house. I've killed like 6 of them today, or... I've killed like 6 of them. They seem endless. Oh, hold up. Alright, we here. Yeah, I saw another fly. I just had to kill it. I'm not sure if I succeeded. But I've been looking around my house, like, is there like a piece of food somewhere that's been rotting? But I don't smell anything. I don't see anything. Like, I cleaned up this room, or like several times this week. I cleaned up my living room, like yesterday. There's nothing in the kitchen that's rotting. Like, there's no weird smells or anything, so I'm like, where the fuck are they coming from? And a few flies bothering the shit out of me too all the week. Take out the trash? No, I mean, I have no trash in my home. And I don't know how they're entering because everything's, like, all the windows are closed. So I'm kind of weirded out and very fucking annoyed. So what I did, I ordered bug spray just now. It should arrive tomorrow. So I might just lock this room and just spray the absolute living shit out of this room. Like, turn it into an actual gas chamber for bugs. But if I do that, I would have to, like, skip stream tomorrow. Because I would not be able to enter this room. Like, I do not know where they're entering from. Like, there's no entrance. So it's really fucking weird. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, all the windows are closed. I don't leave the door open. Like, my house... I mean, my house is, like, somewhat messy, but, like, not dirty. Like, for this room, the most I can do is, like, undust, like, the window panes. And, like, reorganize some stuff over there. In my bedroom, there's only my nightstand in my bed. So I'm so confused where that's coming from. I mean, I'm gonna have to inhale some of it, because I have to, like, I have to close the door. I have to kick the cat out of this room. Close the door, spray the shit out of it, leave, and then a couple hours later I have to re-enter and just to open the windows. I'm hearing another fly. I'm so like, am I missing something? It's so weird. Like I have no trash here. I have no. Anyway, that's a problem for tomorrow. But however, if the issue still continues tomorrow, I might have to postpone my JJK stream to Wednesday because I will not be able to stream. Yo, what up, Welcome. So hopefully it's just a fluke and that tomorrow everything's fine. However, if the problem persists, JJK streams will be postponed to Wednesday, because I'm not gonna gas myself for JJK. I might do that for One Piece, but not for JJK. But yeah, if you guys mind helping me out by liking the video, just boost it that little bit, I very much appreciate it. Are you enjoying the JJK streams? I've seen people get kind of weird. I mean, I guess that's the nature of JJK. So far, I'm enjoying it. It's getting better, but so far, I would say Kagurabachi is so much better. One Piece more important, yeah. What up, Lucas? Let's see, how far am I with JJK? I think chapter 35. Yeah, chapter 35 is where I left off. Yeah, now Kagurabachi, I actually missed Kagurabachi. Like yesterday I was kind of happy that I finally got to read it. As for JJK, I'm not at that point yet. Let me put on some JoJo's music. Pull up Kagurabachi. Yo, Mina, welcome to the stream. I think we'll just get started. Yo? Oh, response to Mina. Okay, fair enough. But I guess we'll just get started. I have 2 chapters to read. I'm a little bit tired, so I'm just gonna get it over with. I'm doing alright. I just finished ranting about a fly problem in my house, which if I don't fix it tonight, I'll have to fix it tomorrow with some bug spray. Because after stream, I'm going on a hunt. Like, after the moment I end Kagurabachi stream, I'm going on a hunt. Because there has to be some piece of food or something, crumbs maybe, that's like laying somewhere. But there's no shop because I cleaned this room like several times last week. Because it was so dusty, and it was triggering my allergies. But now my allergies are gone, and yeah. Studying for the exams? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Good luck with that. But yeah. You got that one practice sword? I do not have that skill. I do not have the skill to take down flies with a sword. Unless a big ass fly comes in. If that's the case, then I think the world is done for. If a fly big enough that requires a sword, then we're doomed. It's over. We're fucked. We're on vacation, summer. Or summer vacations. I mean, no summer vacation for me either. No summer vacation for me either. At least not yet. It's gonna be a very late summer vacation, maybe a week or a week and a half. But yeah, let's do this shit. So So Samura opened his eyes. That's where we left off. Opened his eyes, saw his daughter for the first time in ages. Okay, so I'm guessing this is... Yeah, so this is Chiro. He has the scar on his face. Iori. Everything's blurred, so his sight still getting adjusted to the light. With a full-powered Nishiki and the bore-powered. What does bore-powered mean? Oh, borrowed. Jesus, that's an R, not a P. Borrowed. I thought it's a. That looked like a P for a moment. And the borrowed firepower of Suzaku, I've finally managed to demonstrate it. Even so, it's just a crack. Chiro's POV? Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's weird. Huh. We're up against the Swordmaster with the Shinuchi. It's hardly proof I can destroy the Shinuchi. It's not enough. I'm not there yet. Okay, so yeah, that is Chihiro. My bad. And he collapses. His sword on fire, triggering the one attack. The regen attack. So we have little homie, I guess his wound and glasses repairing. Yeah, Suzaku. Chihiro's hand healing. And there he is, Samura. Eyes open. Mrs. Samura, your eyes. Little homie, yep. You wore me down. It's clear that you'll die before you release your grip on that sword. And then Chihiro, I can't let it go because of the memories associated with my father. You forged it together, says Samura. Rokuhira, you were trying to forge a future together, an enchanted blade to destroy the enchanted blades, and you'll use it to destroy the Shinuchi, huh? I know, there's still ways to go. But I'll get there no matter what. Yes, says Samura. This is just the start. I get it. Your swordplay has come a long way. Okay. It looks like Samurai is giving in. Turning towards the light. Rokuhira will follow your example. So interesting that Suzaku can repair glasses and not just wounds. I guess it's just a repair. Like, repair in general? Not just healing. With the Enten, you can do this, Chihiro. My swordplay improved thanks to your daughter. And there she is, Iori. So, like, what? Is Samura stopping? Because if Samura's giving up here, my prediction might come true. You've kept your training system? Really? That's the first thing you say? Excuse me, says Iori. I've grown up? Seriously? No, you abandoned me for years. And he's starting to sweat. You want to know if I've kept up with my training? It's none of your business. Ah, I'm sorry. Geez, where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this before? A child reuniting with the father after years and then just punching him in the gut. First thing they do. I don't forgive you. All this time. My memories of Mom's last smiles. Of the three of us together. I couldn't even remember forgetting. She's just bawling her eyes out. I mean, it's obvious that it's a Naruto reference. Okay, and she just hugs him. And he starts apologizing. I'm sorry. Chiro, slightly smiling. Okay, interesting. Don't see that too often. I'm really intruding, right? Yeah, you are intruding. No, this would have ended differently without you. You're the MVP. I mean, what he did was give the key to Chiro, right? I owe you all an apology too, says Samura. Oh, we have a bone to pick for sure, but Iori already slugged you, so we're good for now. Yeah, the key, yeah, that's the one. Ready to gamble on the future? Yes, but first of all, there's a few things that need tidying up. And then we have an inner monologue for Samura. Even if Chiro handles the eternal contracts, we still have to deal with the Hishaku, and the other enchanted blades and the Kamunabi traders. All that stuff the pact was gonna cover is a wash. Yep. The Hishaku? Then let's get on with it. Emergency alert, so he has a scroll. Okay, the detail on that scroll is a bit unnecessary. Like, this scroll looks a bit too good. We just received this notice. The Hishaku are ambushing Kamunabi headquarters. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yep, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, we haven't seen Yura since that started. What are they thinking? Are the Hishaku trying to kill the Swordmaster without the enchanted blade? Did they intend to subvert me from the start? No, this must have been their backup plan, even so. And Chiro, Mrs. Samura, if we can clear the board now, then can we talk about what comes next? An ambush on headquarters. There must be an informant on the side. On the inside. Right, it'll be a huge step forward. I have no intention of carrying this alone. Tobimuna was originally crafted for support. What? This is... Nah, fuck. I mean, does it even matter? Even if Tomimuna was made as support, in the end, it's gonna come down to the to the user, the sword bearer. And considering it's Samurai, I just don't see how anyone could outdo what he showcased. I need you to use your powers to heal the injuries I'm going to incur. Suzaku, you kinda get the ultimate support. I mean, yeah, but like I meant the offense that he was doing, like the attacks that he was doing, like his sword skill. That was way beyond support. Together, we'll take care of the enchanted blades and the Hishaku. Together, that's a word you couldn't say. You dropped these. The light's intense, right? Yes. You win, all of you. Yeah, I think we're I think we're headed towards Samura's death. Holy shit. I think we're actually headed towards Samura's death. What is... Did I skip a page? Wait. So we have obviously Tobimuna and Samura. I'm guessing this is Cloud Gouger with the lightning. Then here we have what's his face? The other, like, Samura student, whatever. Sushi guy in the distance. And a tower. What looks like covered in the centipede of the Shinuchi. The pass, yeah, I guess so. Oh, and there's one over here. It's hard to tell who that is. You can see Sushi Man and Girl on the right, yeah. What up, Anime All Day? Didn't see you there. Alphobi, welcome to the stream. So we see a tower, or at least it looks like a tower that's been destroyed. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper in this shit. The first thing, I don't know if I'm looking too deep into this, but the architecture. The architecture is not Japanese. Like, this looks somewhat European. While the world of Kagurabachi is like based on a version of Japan. Yo, Espada, welcome. Like, so it's based on a version of Japan with some liberties taken here and there. And this looks not Japanese, so the country that invaded has to be based on another country, I guess. You see how Samura and Ura are back in... That's fair, but still. It's like having the Hulk being a healer. No, this is definitely that island. No, this is 100% that island. But I'm just wondering, like, what country is it based on? Because if you look over here, like this part right here does look vaguely Asian. And then this part right here, that doesn't have any resemblance of anything Japanese in terms of architecture. It's probably when they jumped the Swordmaster after them. Probably, yeah. But then again, we're not seeing the weird flowers anywhere. But maybe the flowers came afterwards. A bigger Hulk's coming. Yeah, I want to see Omni-Man so bad. Anyway. Okay, phenomenal page. Let's continue. And then we have this fucker. Kabunabi headquarters, lowest level monitor room. By the Lord, I mean it's actually interesting. I didn't notice that. That is a lore drop. But lore drop just sold through visuals, which is really dope. So during the last Kagurabachi stream, I had a complaint that there was a certain panel that that was showcased, and then there was like a speech bubble telling us what happened, which was unnecessary. And here we have like a perfect example of how it should be done. Like, just give us a panel, show us the story through the art. You don't need to like, imagine if that was some like a text like on the top right telling us here, like, just explaining everything. Lost visual storytelling, but that was my issue with Kagurabachi in general, because I don't know if that's Hokazono himself, but time and time again he has shown like a good looking panel that's that told us something, and then the next panel he had a specific text panel just explaining it, which was unnecessary. In the chapter they talk about the malediction, we see the same buildings in the... Okay, did not pay attention to that back then. Anyway, let's continue. Kagurabachi headquarters, lowest level monitor room. Chapter 72, let's see. Oh, yeah, there it is. And like, so we see the weird centipede. Okay, so it is, there is Asian looking architecture. I'm gonna assume this is Chinese. But that building is so out of place. It doesn't, looks a bit off. Like, huh, interesting. Oh well. Guess we'll get an answer later on. The upper levels are in chaos, so it seems. But nothing's amiss down here. Do you think he's picking up on this? He couldn't possibly. Wait. He's been locked away deep in this underground prison for 18 years. The pillars surrounding him are basically life support. They provide the organism inside with protection. With such minimal nourishment, he lacks the strength to even harm himself. Damn, so they're starving him? Unable to budge, his existence consists of little more than watching time pass. In the center of a prison of utterly nothingness. He sat in complete stillness for 18 years. In all these years, he only once uttered a single word. Magatsumi. Magatsumi. At 3:47 p.m. on November 8th of this year. What does that mean again? It sounds familiar. Oh, that's the auction, isn't it? Yeah, damn. During the auction, when they were fighting the Rakuzaichi dad. Is the actual name? Huh. Like I thought it looked so familiar. Like why? Then when I saw it this year, I was like, oh shit, that was the Rakuzaichi, the auction. The time is nigh. And he stands up. Is it? Okay, so I'm gonna assume this is a flashback of back then. The sword is unsealing. Like it's hard to tell whether it's this right now. Really? I'll take us there. There's no time to waste. Let's go to Tokyo. And that's the chapter. It would be really scary if the guard someone did not move or say anything. Yeah, pretty much. It's about to go down. I mean, that is... I'm gonna assume the Hishaku's plan is to kill him so they can steal the sword, which makes the most sense. Unless they have an alternative motive to like actually free him and give him the sword. Alright, next chapter. Chapter 87. Kagurabachi headquarters archives. I think that's in the Position state of fully sealing. It's hard, I mean, it's a manga panel, so it's hard to tell. So it's still in the process of sealing, of course. So maybe, but it could also be being reversed right now. Eight, no, 15 years after the war, Kunishige Rokuhira murder. The small organization composed of 10 sorcerers, led by a man named Yura. His goal is to kill the swordmaster and wield the Shinuchi. Members whose name are not in a family registry. Okay, so we have a notebook. Members whose names are not in a family registry, and we see a dagger. Sorcery from outside of the dominant lineages. A wide age range. The skills to pull off Rokuhira Kunishige's assassination. Who are these guys? The members' relationships to each other, their backgrounds, almost everything about them is shrouded in a thick fog. Chapter 87, Phantoms. My theory is that the reason he can move is because the malediction siphoned spirit energy from the 200... I guess? Female Hishaku? We have seen a female Hishaku member, right? Or is this the first time? Haven't seen here. Okay, fair enough. Mustache Samurai. Dead. Kabunabi headquarters, underground level 1. Threat. Elimination grounds. So there we have Yura, I think. Wait, is that Yura? Creepy. Something feels off. No, that's not Yura. That's the dude that's like on par with Shiba. Azami, yeah. 3 enemies have entered. The other 4 have yet to be... They still haven't come. They can't get down below without passing through here. Don't tell me. Again. Oh, right, and he also came back, yeah. Uruha. Was there Samurai's a fraud? Looks like it. It's the Hishaku, those scumbags. All they do is use pawns. They avoid taking any risks themselves. They wear the enemy down and swoop in at the end. I mean, that is a solid plan. I mean, it's effective. Not again, bastards. Kabunabi headquarters. Outside threat elimination grounds. And we see 4 people. Is that the girl? We have a dude with a fucked up haircut. Dude with round eyes. Regular looking dude. And pretty girl. What's wrong? Nervous? Huh? You yawned. That's proof you're nervous. Baloney. I'm not the only one yawning. He's actually just sleepy, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's Yura. He's nervous. So what if he's nervous? I'm not nervous. Okay, old man behind a desk. Excuse me, old man. Would you mind pointing me to the restroom? You're Kamunabi staff, right? Yes, that's why I'm here. There's a few others on the way in, but they hid. Yes, we were advised to. What about you? Aren't you afraid to die? Not at my age. I wanted to get a look at the guys who killed Rokuhira. Ooh, okay. And there's not a lot of surprises at my age. I was hoping to see some rare monsters. Too bad. You're a bit tougher than the average thugs, but nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, old man talking shit. Phantoms. Hardly. Just crafty and good at sneaking around. I have nothing to tell you. Proceed to the threat's elimination ground. Okazono was really lying when he said he doesn't know how to draw women. Did he say that? I mean, so far his female characters have looked pretty good. You're Will of the Bald. Miss out the stream? Yeah. It is what it is. Oh, that's a good thing you can watch it afterwards. Well then, here's an idea. Pulls out a coin out of his coat. I'll toss a coin. If I win, you'll direct me to the restroom, okay? And if I win, you can take my life. Okay. What? I'm the ringleader behind Rokuhira's Kunishiga assassination. If you win the coin toss, you'll go down in history. Why would you do that? We're about to risk our lives. Before we do, I'd like to relieve myself. Find the recipe yourself and leave me out of it. Flips a coin. Tills, he says. Overslept? Oh well, it is what it is. I can't read Japanese, but I can't tell what that is. I knew it. Today the gods are on my side. I mean, the old man had nothing to lose. Why is he so sweating? The restroom's that way. Thanks. What's with you? Now I am living... Now am I living up to your expectations? Same as a sword saint? Oh wait, I missed that. But why? So his eye is sort of normal here. Then he flips the coin. Then his eye's all black. And then it goes back to normal. Unless that's like supposed to be shading, but it's weird to be like, to have only around the eyeball. But if that is a connection with, I mean, that's, I think I've already discussed the possibility of that. Or at least we did on stream a couple weeks ago. I was gonna say that he's not following urinal rule. His eye looks just like the sword saint because his eye's regular here, and only in this panel does his eye like go completely black. And I mentioned the pupil before, but I think back then I also mentioned that Yura's eye is not blacked out, and the sword saint's eyes are like fully blacked out. Magatsumi's core theme is not insects, but life. It seeks to propagate and reproduce. That's Yura. A product of asexual What does that how is that connected to Yura, though? Okay, so Yura says, nervous? You don't get nervous, do you, Yura? Sure I do, especially today. We might die after all. But I don't hate it. Nervousness precedes victory. Besides, there's nothing to worry about. You're the youngest fighter in the Hishaku. Okay, so younger than Hirohiko. the inside's intact. There's okay, so we we switch scenes. There's confusion, but even with all this, I can only create the tiniest opening. There's no time to pick and choose our coordinates. We might end up face to face with the enemy. Okay, this seems a bit. Can they just kick the chairs away? So it creates a summoning circle thing. And also, if you guys don't mind liking the video, and if you haven't done it yet, drop a subscription. I would appreciate it. I think the person said things Magatsumi created Yura. Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. If we can weather this ambush, it'll be perfect. It'll be the perfect time to do a sweep. Okay, so headquarters, underground level 6, force field core. Yeah, it went up quite a bit. It's going pretty well. Just need 156 more before I reach 500. Almost at 350, yeah. And inching closer to 500. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Like, if the Sword Saint is... Like, from the moment he got captured, that he's playing the long game. So, like, somehow during his battle with the other sword bearers, he created an alternate version of him, I guess, which is Yura. And that whole time, Yura has been, like, planning just to free the Sword Saint. Because I do believe that the Sword Saint will be the big boss. I don't think anyone will be a bigger threat than him, even Yura. So if Yura is nothing but a pawn or a creation of the Sword Saint, does add up. There's something there. Ten seconds. 9, 8. What's wrong? Nothing. 7, 6. You're cornered. About time. About time. Oh, you're concerned about a time. Jesus. You're concerned about time at a time like this. 5. I can't hold out. Okay. Some weird shit's going on. Everything okay? It was a blip, but I restored it. For just a split second only. I thought it was Sword Saint too, but I'm starting to think it's Yura. Oh, for the final villain. I mean, for Yura to be the final villain, he would have to kill the Sword Saint. As long as Sword Saint is alive, I don't see Yura being the final villain. It's only if Yura wasn't born asexually. Where's this asexual birth coming from? Like, what is it based on? So right behind them, summoned instantly. All 5 of them. This isn't the time we said, but you adjusted. Good job. Yeah, well, we'll have to pick up the pace. Going almost full JoJo here with those poses. Ura. That emblem, it's the Hishaku. With this many, it's okay. I'm armed this time. Normally, there's only one kind of spirit energy in a person's body. If you seal an eternal contract with an enchanted blade... Oh, right, I forgot about... Right, so I was wondering, like, what Urha would be able to do. But he doesn't have... Since he doesn't have this sword anymore. But that actually opens up the possibility of, yeah, okay. The price you pay is losing your original sorcery. Then, with your eternal contract broken, while your whole nervous system is trying to regenerate after being distorted for 18 years. It's been close to 20 years, but I can help. Then we have Yura. It's finally my turn. Because one is actually when the 200k light does decide to make Yura, only reason the Swordmaster could stand. Because Yura's nearby, I guess. Okay, so we see some weird shit going on with his finger. So we'll have to see what he does. So these two chapters have been mostly build-up, which is fine. We need build-up chapters. And it looks like starting next week, we're finally going to be picking up the pace again. So the whole time Chihiro and Samura are fighting, not only was that to like bring Samura back to our side, quote unquote, but also to have time move forward without showing us, which is actually pretty good. And now we're here. I wonder how long this arc is gonna be. It's like half Kagurabachi though. I mean, arcs tend to get longer as time progresses. Especially a big operation like this one with a potential Samurai death. But you're gonna have a big arc. You're gonna have a long ass arc. I got late. Well, could anyone tell me why that wasn't a stream last week? Oh no, I took the chapter before. Like I said, or not the chapter before, but the week before, I said I was gonna take a week off from streaming, except for One Piece, because I was doing a lot and I was pretty tired, and I was noticing I was pretty low energy on streams, so I decided to take a week off and did it this week instead. I don't think Uruha Samurai is coming out alive from this arc. Uruha might survive. I don't see a reason why Uruha needs to die. Because he's not like broken. He's not like crazy strong. And he's like the perfect amount of strength for like to be used properly in the story. But Samurai is too busted to live. Like he needs to be taken down for the story to progress. Like Samurai was the literal handbrake on the Hishaku. The Hishaku couldn't move at full force because of Samurai. So once Samurai gets written off the story, the Hishaku can run wild. Samurai's whole character is definitely, yeah, pretty much. All right. I mean, that's usually what happens, because you gotta before you take the story to rock bottom, you have to like give us a peak. It's essentially what happened in Marineford. Like all of Marineford was building up, and then we saved Ace, and that was the peak. Like Luffy and Ace were fighting together as a team. Things were looking up. Whitebeard was holding down the Marines, and then instantly, everything went to shit, and then we sank all the way down. So that's essentially what happened here. So Samurai is gonna be bonding with Iori. They're gonna have a good time. Everything's gonna be fine, and then it's all gonna come crashing down. So for tomorrow, like I said at the beginning of the stream, There's a chance I'm gonna postpone JJK to Wednesday, depending on the situation in my house. So if the situation doesn't improve, I'm gonna have to postpone stream to Wednesday, because I don't want to gas myself to while reading JJK. However, it's kind of nice reading Kagurabachi again. Like I didn't think I was gonna miss it reading it that much, but I'm kind of happy you did. And as for JJK, like I said earlier, I was gonna make a comparison of like how I like the difference between, of like which I prefer more, Kagurabachi or JJK. So I'm at chapter 35 for JJK. What was, let's take for comparison, chapter 35 for Kagurabachi. Where was it at? Oh, no, fuck that. You cannot beat this. You cannot beat, nah, JJK. No, you cannot beat this. I mean, I'm enjoying JJK. I'm hoping it's gonna get better and better, because so far there was a like a whole mini arc that I didn't really enjoy. But now that I finished that arc, I'm actually starting to enjoy it. I'm actually liking it. But there are some issues with JJK that I'm not a fan of. Like that whole thing with the emo kid and his mom, and the death of his mom, how she was killed. Why did he skip that? There is no reason to skip. That would have been such a huge shock. It would have elevated the story so much. That all we did was get a cover page with an explanation of the kid fighting his mom, cut in half, and the bottom half of her body being ice bags. That would have been such a horrifying scene to witness. And he just skipped that and never gave us that. So I really hope JJK improves on that part. Because already in chapter 35, Okazono went out of his way to give us a flashback like this, which goes pretty in depth and made us care about the girl who we essentially never see anymore. JJK has higher highs? I mean, okay, so right now we're at chapter 87? I'm gonna have to wait and see if JJK, by chapter 87, if it gets those highs that it says. Because I think 100% Kagurabachi is gonna get to those highs eventually. Essentially, pretty much every well-written story does. I was watching the stream, but I don't think you realized the bullies were putting cigarettes on Junpei's forehead. Were they? Was that when, like with the girl, like the bullies, like the three guys and the girl, when he was like on the ground or some shit? I don't think I remember cigarettes being pushed on his head, on his forehead. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, so the scar. Okay, I see. No, yeah, I didn't catch that. That's on me. I'll take that L. They don't show explicitly, but heavily. Oh, okay, fair enough. Because I was wondering how he got those scars, but they didn't really explain it. But I guess I just missed it. That's on me. But it's like JJK. It wants to be like a shonen horror manga, which it's sort of accomplishing with the designs of the curses. But then when we're about to get like a proper horrifying scene with Junpei's mom being found cut in half. We don't need to see her getting killed, but like just the scene of Junpei finding his mom, that shit would be horrifying. Like that would like completely separate JJK from other manga if if we actually got that on screen. That would actually classify it as a proper horror manga. But who knows? Maybe it'll improve. Honen Shore? Geez, Harsh Shonen. But the problem is never. I haven't watched that. I don't like. I've heard about it. I don't know what it's about. But I guess if it's horror, I guess. There is a manga that feeds off shock factor. Oh, that's not a good sign. It's really good. I mean, I've heard good shit about it, but I have no idea what it's about. Like, how many chapters is it? I don't even know what the characters look like. Oh. Oh, wait, I've seen that character before. No, I've seen that character before. Okay, fair enough. Okay, actually, the art actually looks nice. Isn't that true? Did you get among the fees? I mean that. I mean, saying it feeds off of shock factor, that is not a good thing. But I'm gonna have to wait and see if that's true or not. Because feeding off shock factor has to be like sprinkled in. It should be like a taste enhancer. But if you have a story that fully relies on it, the same goes for really most of what happened. So far, I'm not willing to give it that label. Like, if I noticed that it's only feeding off shock factor, I would have 100% called it out. Like, for example, The Boys on Amazon Prime. That show is mostly shock factor, but it's actually done well. It's at first it seems like that all it is shock factor, but no, it's actually the story is written a lot like around those shock factors. Oh, I'm guessing a name has been dropped, so I'm not gonna read that comment. A name that I don't know yet, I guess. So I'm just gonna skip that comment. There's a way to go around shock factor, but honestly, so far I haven't seen it. I'm 35 chapters in. I have not seen it yet. And if that was the case, I would have called it out 100%. Because just now I called out JJK on skipping pretty important scenes for us and just giving us like a piece of text to how do you say it? Shall I just explain it? I mean, no need to delete it. I'm just skipping it. But that'll be another discussion. That'll be discussion for another day. Like once I'm like properly deep into JJK, then I can actually make that assessment whether it's true or not. But as for now, I don't see it. Another complaint for JJK, other than like the skipping important scenes, is how do you say it? So there's taking inspiration from other manga, and then there's like just going bar for bar with certain aspects. And in this case, I'm gonna say Naruto. The main character being, the main character having a demon within him, an overpowered sensei, a useless girl, and a cool-looking dude. Essentially, I mean, the sensei even has white hair. Like I think it was confirmed that he's heavily modeled after Kakashi, which is fine. But I'm missing some originality in JJK, which I hope we'll get eventually. Okay, what is going on? Yo, Shane, no need to. If they're not actual spoilers, no need to. Okay, let's chill down for a bit. Let's chill down. No, it's getting too heated in chat right now. As you guys know, I don't do spoilers. I don't want spoilers. So only delete messages if there's actual spoilers. If I'm actually being spoiled by some shit. I have not read it, so I'm gonna trust your judgment on this. But let's chill down. And as so far, we cannot continue the conversation around it being shock factor or not, because obviously I'm still at chapter 35. So let's just end that conversation and leave it for another day. But for now, chapter for chapter, like up until chapter 35, Kagurabachi was already better. Damn, it's hot as fucking here. But as you guys know, I don't shy away from criticism, from criticizing the stories. So if I actually catch JK doing that, 100% I'll call it out. And any other story, if I catch Kagurabachi doing some shit that I don't like, I'll call it out, which I've done in the past. Hell, I mean, I've shed on One Piece, like my favorite story ever. Like I shed on it regularly for like the shit that it pulls that I don't like. And if you guys are interested in picking up a new manga, I highly recommend Kingdom. It is a pretty damn long manga. It's like in chapter 838, something along those lines. But it's such a phenomenal manga. It's the one manga that is like consistently good. Like it doesn't have any like highs and lows in terms of storytelling. Like throughout those 800 somewhat chapters, there's only one moment that I disliked. And even then, it was still, it was done well, it made sense, but I wasn't a fan of it. That's pretty much the only explanation I had. But other than that, the only actual complaint that I have is the way the dialogues are written. The art is phenomenal, the story is absolutely fucking amazing. It's consistently good. The action is fucking wild. Wait, are you for real? Hold up, let me check. If that's the case, about damn time that Kingdom gets a official translation. Because it's not getting Kingdom is not getting the respect it deserves. Not with the anime, with the lack of English translation. Okay, so it's not on Manga Plus, on the Manga Plus app. So maybe they're still working on it? But yeah, once again, if you guys are interested and want to read an actual good story, Kingdom. Like I have it up there with Berserk, Villain Saga, Vagabond, and One Piece. Like it's up there. Like that thing over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh Jesus, Roger, Oden, Whitebeard, and we have 2 Kingdom characters. I paid 100 euros for that shit to have it drawn. That is custom made. That's how big of a fan I am of that shit. Yeah, Grayish from the One Piece colorist made it. Oh, hold up. No, close Discord. Trying to open something. But I'm not joking. It's going to, if you decide to read Kingdom, it's one of the best things you've ever read. I'm not exaggerating. It might, like, if you read Kingdom and you say it's your favorite story, I'll 100% take your word for it. Like, there would not be any criticism. Here, take a look at this, like the full drawing. Yeah, it's obviously inspired by that one scene of Roger and Whitebeard, surrounded by the, like, during Whitebeard's death. Yeah, the scene from Movie 4, yeah, but like surrounded with the cherry blossoms. Like, I put these two on the same level. It's nothing strength, power scaling related, but it's something that I haven't seen any other character pull off except these five, and I can only call it like greatness. And obviously, the only one who's like inching to that position is Luffy, but he's not there yet. He's getting really close though. But these five, you know what island they were on? No, they never mentioned that. I mean, there was just a lot of cherry blossoms. I don't think, not sure if it's gonna be relevant, but it was close to Roger's death. Impact? No, not even that. Like, no, that's not impact story-wise, no. Like as fun, and not even fun, like as strong as Kaido was, and how big his impact was in the story, I cannot put him in there because Kaido seemed somewhat lost. He seemed somewhat lost in a way. He didn't know. He was looking for something that he didn't know about. For as Whitebeard, he knew what he wanted. He accomplished it. He wanted a family, and he lived his life, keeping that family safe while being the strongest in the world. Now we have Oden and Roger sort of sharing the same mindset and spirits, like being free spirits, and lived as a free spirit. And even though Oden sort of sacrificed it by dancing for Orochi, there's just something about these five. Sheer character, I guess so. I haven't seen like this character like in any other manga I've read. There's no one else that I can put in there. Oh, yeah, they're that good. These two, these Kingdom characters, they're phenomenal. Like, there's an arc surrounding this guy on the right. I'm not gonna spoil, but he made, like, that arc made me miss Buggy, because we essentially got a Marineford arc in Kingdom, except without the comedy factor, and that shit was nauseatingly. It was just nauseating from the nerves it was causing me. Like, it was making me sick. I wanting to throw up because I was so nervous. And the art of Kingdom, like the drawings in Kingdom, the way it's drawn, like, it draws you into the battlefield. Like, it makes you feel like you're in there. Weekly, sort of. It is officially it's weekly, but there's no official translation, so there's usually around every 10 days a new chapter. And I'm planning to do a a catch up stream on Sunday. Like I think I'm lagging like 3 chapters. I tried to do weekly but it's so inconsistent, and they have to like redraw the manga, and it's so like the quality of the drawing is so high, so it takes a lot. It's a lot of work compared to One Piece. And Kingdom is a manga. It's loosely based on actual history, Chinese history. The overall gist of the story is like the ancient warring states of China, and how it became like the current China that we know right now. Anime? No. Do not watch the anime. No. Do you know the Berserk anime and how ass that was with the shitty CGI? Imagine that, but 10 times worse. Nah, the anime of Kingdom is garbage. It's actual dog shit. That's why I said earlier it's being like it's not getting the respect it deserves. And there's also a certain brutality level in Kingdom. Not a good baseline to compare? Wait, what baseline? Oh, for the anime quality level. Okay, I see what you mean. But the brutality in Kingdom, I read Kingdom before I read Berserk. When I was back when I was in like my big manga binge, big manga binge. Gee, what am I saying? During my big manga binge, I read Kingdom for like 3 or 4 months straight until I caught up. And the brutality prepared me for Berserk. Like it made Berserk easier to read because I was already used to Kingdom. Not it's not as bad as Berserk. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that level kind of prepared me for Berserk. But it's such a good story. Like I don't know how I cannot explain it without spoilers or anything along those lines. But it's a manga. It's a war themed manga. Like it's constantly fighting one war after the other. But the characters are so damn well written. It's like the hype during the war, the brutality. It's just something else. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I've said my piece. Kagurabachi was mostly setup, which is good setup, nothing wrong with it. It just usually that's just the nature of setup chapters. It slows the spacing a little bit. The start next week, it looks like shit will be picking back up. Do you think it's near its end? No. I I think Kingdom is gonna be longer than One Piece. After all is said and done, by the time One Piece ends, I think Kingdom is gonna go on for ages. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. Unless, I mean, I'm not familiar with Chinese history, so maybe there's some shit happens that like accelerates the story instantly. But once One Piece ends, and when it does, we'll at least have Kingdom to follow for ages. But yeah. Just give it a try. Read like, what, 10 to 15 chapters, see if you like it or not. And then you can tell me next week. And if not, that's fine too, but I highly, highly suggest it. For mangaka, yeah, he's... Yeah, his name is Hara, and he's something else, especially when it comes to his art. Yeah, alright, you have a good one. I'll be seeing you guys later. Thanks for joining, thanks for liking the stream,